obviously. What was your assessment of that?
Yeah, disappointing. It's an unforgiving league, isn't it? So people just be saying there, they've done the other press, that 3-0, is it harsh? It might seem harsh as a scoreline, but the margins are so fine and you have to be so switched on that, yeah, it's a ruthless league. Just as I thought we had our strongest moments in the game, we give a second goal away that sort of took the wind out of our sails.
What did you make of the manner of the performance? Did your players do enough to force themselves on Arsenal? Do you think they made it easy, or you made it easy for them at times?
Yeah, so first half, I felt, so personally, where we made the changes, we didn't have enough control over Arsenal when they had the ball. So even though we tried to step onto them and press, they got through it too often, which we didn't like and we couldn't have. And obviously then it meant we didn't have the ball as often as we'd have liked, and we didn't win it back high enough. So we had to make the change at half-time tactically, take a man out the back and push one higher up the pitch. 2 reasons. One, as I said, to get more control over them when they had the ball. But a bigger one was to have more bodies higher up the pitch as well for when we had it. So just as I thought, like I said, we were at our strongest moment in the game, those first 25 minutes in the second half. We gave a goal away then, which totally changed the complex of the game again, just as we're wanting to make another positive change.
How difficult is it, Paul, to plan for next season when you don't know the management situation for next year? Does it put pressure on yourself?
No, I'm not thinking about next season. I'm thinking about Wolves now. That's it. And I want the players to think the same. You can't hide away from the fact that the year that we've had as a club and everything that's gone off will have taken its toll on a lot of people, but you have to accept that and move forwards. And that's the constant message to the players. Everyone's got something to play for. Everyone's got their own situation as well as the teams. So the moment you want to have a breather, the moment you're not prepared to give 100%, you're no good to the team, you're no good to the club. So we have to make sure that that's the message all the time. And just everything else can be a distraction if you let it. So we know the situation. We know it's been a tough time, but we're not going to curl up and just hope for it to go away. We're going to try and fight our way through it.
Thanks, Paul. Appreciate it.
Cheers.
Lars from TV2.
Sorry. There we go. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, Lars.
Wonderful. Cheers, mate. So obviously you had John Flack back in the side today. How much of a boost is that? And obviously with Sanderberg coming back to the squad as well, how much of a boost can that give Sheffield United going into the final matches of the season?
Yeah, so Flecky's been good. Well, I've been doing this, his energy, his drive. I think he can be someone who sets the team on the front foot. And obviously we're looking to get Sander back in training next week now. So that'll be a boost both for Sander, for the rest of the players and the team. Hopefully his minutes on the training pitch go well and we can keep pushing him and progressing him and then begin to look to get some minutes on the pitch for him in a couple of weeks or so.
Thank you.
Jim?
Hi, Paul. I'm just more curious about your objectives now as a team and management for the end of the season. You're currently on 14 points. Is the first goal to try and get over that 20-point marker? And is maybe the second goal maybe to try and catch West Brom? They have a game more than you, but you're 7 points behind them. Is that the goals as a team, to get over 20 points and maybe catch West Brom?
Yeah, forget the 20 points. We want to catch West Brom. It's got big meaning for your own pride as a team, as a club, for the players. And there's also a financial reward for that as well, which the club are obviously massively keen on. So that's got to be our priority. Whilst at the same time, as I said, not shying away from the position we're in, making sure we get the most out of this, because these tough moments, if you attack them as well as you possibly can make you stronger. And we have to be doing that to prepare for next season, whatever happens. So we've got young players in that squad, and it's the first time they've experienced things like this. They've got to learn from it and understand their role in getting out of it and be stronger if it ever happens again. And we've got senior players who are fighting to prolong their careers, who've been here, seen it and done it before, whose experience is vital in order to help those younger players. So whilst we're chasing West Brom down, there are other objectives in terms of developing a mentality and understanding that it's only that mentality that's going to get the good times back.
And Paul, lastly for me, just a bit on Rian Brewster. Obviously, he had a fantastic season at Swansea last year. It earned him a well-deserved move to Sheffield United. I suppose it's been a real learning curve for him and a real sort of waking up his eyes in terms of what Premier League football is being about. Do you think it will stand him good? This experience will stand him better for the next time he does appear in the Premier League?
Yeah, I think so. As you say, Rian did great at Swansea. Earned his move, and he'd be the first to say it's not worked out as well as he would have hoped. But he understands that, and he understands the league. You know, he's been at big clubs. He understands the league, he understands how tough it is. He understands what top players do and how hard they work and the sacrifices they have to make to get in the team and be a top player. So, yeah, if he approaches things right and we keep pushing him on these details and make sure that he understands it's only that hard work that's going to get him to the top, then he'll come back stronger for it.
Cheers, Pat.
Nate?
Paul, we saw a change at half-time. We changed formation, 4 at the back. It did allow you for a good 20 minutes or so to have more of the ball and to have more of a foothold in the game. Has that given you food for thought for starting like that from now on?
Yeah, listen, we're going to look at everything, whether it's personnel, whether it's formations. Obviously, we did it against Leeds, and it gave us his best moment in the games against Leeds when we're really pushing as well. So it is a shame that the players understand and know. We did it slightly different today because we wanted to be more aggressive with the press. So we used Ben Osborne as a 10 to get around Partey and run off him. So yeah, if we think the game calls for it, we'll do it. And if we're just looking to change things up, to create more chances, because that was something as well from the change. We wanted to have more bodies at the pitch. Because even in I know you said the change worked well for us, and I feel it worked well for us. But I also, if I'm being critical of us as a team, I didn't think we opened them up as much as we would have liked for the possession we had and the areas that we were in the pitch. I would have still liked us to have been more positive to create more chances. So whilst people might say, yeah, Arsenal defended well, yeah, no problem. We have to look at us and what we do. So still a little criticism from that shape would be we need to risk the ball more in the final third, try and play into the front men more and get more ball in the box.
I know it's Arsenal and I know it's Sheffield United under the current circumstances, but were you disappointed not to have tested the keeper more given Arsenal's perceived sort of defensive frailties in recent weeks? Was that an issue for you?
Yeah, because like I said, I think we might have had 8 or 9 shots, something like that, but probably 3 good chances. And as you say, not ones where we really worked the keeper. We had ones where we should have, and I think one where we should have scored. But yeah, we would have liked more opportunities. I felt we got more when we won the ball higher up and had more of the ball in the second half in their half the pitch. In the first half, we had a lot of ball in our half the pitch. So we're never going to create in that respect. So, yeah, it's something we've got to keep striving for. We know that. As I said it numerous times, we can accept where we are and just roll over and hope the season finishes, or we can keep fighting and trying to improve. And that's just another area that we want to improve.
How's Ollie McBurney? It looked like he came off limping. Was it a knock?
Yeah, we'll have to see now. The doc's taking him for an X-ray. So, yeah, be nice. You know, another objective would just be to get through this season without losing players every game as well. So, yeah, we're hoping he's okay. We obviously want to take no risks. He's got to just go and get an X-ray, and then we'll take it from there.
An X-ray on what? Do you know?
His foot. His foot.
His foot. Okay. Thanks a lot, Paul. All the best.
James?
Yeah, it must be difficult for you, Paul. I know you said if you wanted to be, you were pleased with some aspects, but critical of others. But it must be quite difficult to be critical with a group that is obviously sort of very demoralising.
Yeah, but listen, I said one thing I did say to players in there. We're only going to criticise each other in there. We know when standards slip, or we know when things are right and wrong, and we have to identify that and speak about it. But I'm not going to criticise them out here with you guys or out of this building. We're in a profession where whether you're player, manager, everyone's got an opinion on you, and you get used to that. So I said to them, there's enough people who'll be talking or having a pop outside the building. That's fine. We accept that. It's part of the territory. But we're certainly not going to do that out here. What we need to stick together, be really truthful and honest in the dressing room, on the training ground, but then back each other 100% in order to try and improve performances and results.
Yeah, that's great. Cheers. Thank you.
Thanks all. Thanks for your time.
Cheers, guys.